Here are 10 best manhwa you shouldn't miss reading in 2023. Number 1-inch Swordmaster's youngest son. Jin Runkandel was the youngest son of Runkandel, the land's most prestigious swordsman family, and was the biggest failure in Runkandel history. He, who was kicked out miserably and came to a meaningless end, but he gained another chance. After gaining this chance, he says to himself, "I'm gonna live for the sake of myself." This manhwa is weekly favorite of almost everyone. With good art style, it has total of 80 chapters to this day and still ongoing. If you like swords and magics, you should definitely read it. Number 2. Return of the SSS-Class ranker Roken was the king of violence, who reigned as the strongest in the virtual reality game, The Lord. Unfortunately, the assassination order issued by an enemy guild caused him to lose everything. But to his surprise, the next time he woke up, he had returned back to 3 years ago. This manhwa has a great story as the protagonist venture in the game with his knowledge about game and his enemy. It has 66 chapters till this day, and still as good as it was on first. Number 3. The novel's extra, remake, in novels. Many characters get the role of side character who does not get recognized by anyone. Our main character, who was a novel writer, also possessed a body of an extra character of the novel he wrote. As someone calls him by the name of Chundong, he gets shocked as he never written about this character. He concludes, "I became an extra in the novel." He mourns thinking that he will be in dust. This manhwa gives readers the satisfaction with the art style and storyline it's ongoing and has 65 chapters till this date. Number 4. Infinite Mage. Abandoned at birth in a stable, Chiron was raised by commoners. As a child, he was bright in study. One day, while visiting the city, he finally saw the workings of magic, which he was immensely curious about. This inspired Chironi's dream of becoming a mage. However, the city was a place with a cruel and rigid social hierarchy, where commoners can learn anything but magic. After knowing harsh side of the world, will Chiron able become a mage in this cruel world? Having same studio as Solo Leveling, this manhwa has been good so far. The character development and story is smooth, like top tiers manhwa. It has 42 chapters till this date and ongoing. Number 5. SSS-Class Suicide Hunter. Main protagonist who envies the Flame Emperor for his fame and skills. He mourns saying, "I want an S-rank skill too. I want it so badly I could die for it." Suddenly his wish gets fulfilled while in life or death situation. You have awakened an S-rank skill, but it only works when you die. The story of this manhwa has great depth. As we read more chapters, we find the mystery. Even after having 87 chapters, this manhwa hasn't disappointed once. Number 6. To hell with being a saint, I'm a doctor. Yu-sung, a genius doctor in the medical world. He, who spent his whole life in an operation room, died in a traffic accident, and when he woke up, he was in another world. But the worlds he's woke up to has magic. As his mother uses healing magic when he got hurt, he goes crazy saying my all medical knowledge is in vain. But he decides to not use heal, but to use his medical knowledge for helping people. The story and character development of this manhwa is peerless. It currently ongoing and has 55 chapters till this day. Number 7. Player who returned 10,000 years later, after failing in hell and becoming the Demon King. Kang Wu finally finds his way back to Earth, with his power being sealed by system. He saves a girl who's being bullied by some thugs. After exploring new environment of Earth, he becomes a hunter to fight with demons and unlock his powers. This manhwa has great art style with some funny scene. The main character is wicked manipulator but also isn't evil. With 65 chapters, it's on a season-end break and still tops the weekly rating. Number 8. Boundless Necromancer. Han Sung-yoon was devastated by his parents' death from monster outbreak. He decides to become a hunter, but even after 7 years he cannot get any traits and gets ridiculed by the trainer. He goes to the trainer to ask if he helps in getting his hunter exam, but instead gets beaten up. While getting beat up, he has even more resolve than before to become hunter. And suddenly he hears a voice. The Tower of Trials praise your iron will. It has good art style, and with just 40 chapters, this manhwa is in top tier. Number 9. Pick Me Up, Infinite Gacha. Loki, who is in top 5 of a mobile game Pick Me Up, suddenly gets dragged into the game. While knowing the fact that all character of the game are humans, he resolves to never become the cannon fodder. This manhwa is all about Loki surviving the game and completing 100th floor in dungeon. It has record for most viewed manhwa of week and follows good storyline. With 49 chapter, it's ongoing. Number 10, player who can't level up. Gi-ju Kim, who awakened as a player at the age of 18. He thought his life was on the track to success, climbing the tower and closing the gates. But even after clearing the tutorial, he was level 1. He killed a goblin a day, and he was still level 1. No matter what happened, his level didn't raise. Even after 5 years, he was still level 1. One day, while killing goblin, he comes across a mysterious thing and becomes surprised. This manhwa is my favorite manhwa since I like character developing and storyline. With 115 chapters, this manhwa is in top-rank manhwas. If this video helped you find a good manhwa, click on the like button. And for any suggestions or questions, comment down below. Subscribe to this channel as I'm going to be uploading more manhwa recommendations in future.